Today is my birthday, my 34th in fact. I have a lot to reflect on in the last year, as we are approaching the anniversary of what many would classify as my absolute breaking point, the big one, my mental breakdown.
Hey, I'm Christina, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you a bit about my story and my journey over the last year with mental illness, specifically major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety. And I thought, since September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, this would actually be a great opportunity to kick off my YouTube channel. I really want to talk a lot about mental health and self-care, especially in this crazy world where you just feel like you have to go, go, go. So here we are. Here's my story, here's my art, and hopefully the first video of many that I will be sharing with you about my journey and my process over the last year.
September is National Suicide Prevention Month, and also the month of my birthday and anniversary of some pretty terrible things that have happened in my life. And last year, those terrible things grew into a massive medical issue, one that I could no longer ignore. So what am I doing here? Well, I am art journaling. Art journaling has turned into my emotional outlet and a fun creative hobby, but it grew out of the desire and necessity to feel productive in processing my emotions while also promoting mindfulness. As I mentioned earlier, I had a big mental break almost 1 year ago exactly. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't stop crying. I felt lifeless, hopeless, trapped. Very heavy emotions with no outlet, partially because I didn't understand them. I was angry that I was feeling this way, upset that I couldn't just snap out of it. I felt like I was drowning, sinking deeper and deeper into the water. And that is actually what I am channeling here with these colors. I am thinking of water, the depths of the ocean, being pulled down and too tired to swim my way up for air. I am suffocating slowly, wanting to end it quickly by opening my mouth and just letting the water fill my lungs. I actually journaled about this feeling at one point early in my journey. There are two kinds of darkness: the dark, unforgiving depths of the ocean, where the pressure builds and just builds. There's no air, there's no sunshine, complete darkness. And that was what I was feeling in the moment. But I wanted to be a part of the other darkness, the kind that has an ending, a beautiful sunrise after a moonlit night, the peeking sunshine from behind storm clouds. And those thoughts made me think of rainbows, and how you can't have rainbows without both sunshine and rain, a perfect metaphor for life. Now at this point, if you haven't come to this conclusion already, I no longer wanted to be a part of this life and had seriously contemplated death by suicide. And that is why I'm sharing this story with you. I scared myself, and I didn't know how to get out of this place, and I didn't know who to turn to or what was next for me. And I just hope that this story can offer hope to someone else who might be experiencing these same thoughts and feelings. Because I'm now on the other side, and there is hope. So suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. It is avoidable, treatable, and it needs to be discussed. These are scary thoughts, so here are some tips on navigating them. 1, don't be afraid to reach out for support. Depression is a liar and a deceiver. It tells you that you are not worthy enough to seek support, that you will be a burden on others, that you should retreat from your family and friends and hide from the world. But this is all a lie. You are worthy, you are not a burden, and you are not alone. Reach out to someone you trust or contact the crisis support line. It is free, completely voluntary, and does not mean that you will be hospitalized just for calling. I have personally used this line a few times through the chat feature because I am not much of a phone person, especially if you're having a panic attack or you're crying excessively. There is actually a chat feature as well, so Use this line. It is what it is there for. Tip number 2. These thoughts will pass. You will not always feel this way forever, although you probably need to seek treatment. I know it may seem impossible now, and I still struggle with negative thoughts, but I promise you, they do not last forever. Check out my description for ways to find local support to get the treatment you need to feel better. You deserve it. I'm very thankful to have a supportive spouse who recognized my need for help. He openly asked me if I needed to go to the hospital after I was expressing that I really was not feeling okay. And I was experiencing a severe episode of major depressive disorder. It was time to take my treatment to the next level. So through my counselor and support from family, I found my way to a partial hospital program that got me on track to the road of recovery. If you would like to learn more about partial hospital programs, let me know in the comments below. So back to my art. I am using some Dina Wakley scribble sticks to make rainbows. And then I am activating them with water because they are water-soluble pigments to give them kind of a watercolor feel over top of my blue background. And the rainbows for me here signify that end of a storm and the beauty of the process. As we've been reflecting on my darkest moment, I'm reflecting on that while doing this art, and there was a lot of beauty in the process. It was hard and a lot of hard work, and but all things worth doing are hard work, and hard things equal bigger reward, and that is what I'm feeling while I am working on this art journal page, is that, you know, I went from drowning in the depths of the ocean to just some stormy times to now seeing the sunshine and the rainbows at the end. And I think that's an important thing to remember when it comes to depression. It's not a one-way healing process. You have a lot of ups and downs, just like storms, and you need the storms to grow. And not every day is peachy keen and rainbows and sunshine and, you know, waking up feeling like I am ready to go. There are plenty of days that I still struggle to get out of bed. Truthfully, I struggle to get a shower, which I'm pretty sure COVID is not helping that when you don't have anywhere to go. But that is actually one of the easiest things I can do for myself, is get up, get a shower, wash my face, brush my teeth, have a good wholesome meal, and set myself up for success. And just the act of doing those things reminds me that these are things worth doing. And just because it's hard right now doesn't mean it's going to be hard later, or hard tomorrow, or hard a week from now. The more you do it, the more you are retraining your brain away from those negative, distorted thought cycles that often happen with depression. And that's one of the reasons why I really love art journaling. It's a time in a space for reflection. It's a time and a space for mindfulness and to be present and in the moment. And I don't always know where I'm going with a page. In this case, I kind of had an idea, I had a thought, I knew I wanted to make this video, and I had some ideas about how I wanted to go about that. But as far as like the rainbows go, I did not think of that until in the moment. I was, you know, reviewing old art journals and had come across that part about feeling like I was drowning and wishing it was more of a storm, and I was like, oh, rainbows. And that's just kind of how it came to be. So here you can see me laying out some black and blue acrylic paint. As I worked my way through the darkness metaphors in my head, and bringing myself out of the ocean, I felt like I needed to add some of those storm clouds in on the fringes of my art journal piece as a reminder that bad days happen. It doesn't always mean that I am relapsing or getting ready to go back into another severe episode of depression. Sometimes it's just a bad day. And this will serve as a reminder that there are things I can do to help with those bad days. Whether it is making sure that I just take it easy that day, maybe plan some self-care activities like art journaling, taking a bath, going for a walk. So it's just a reminder that I can do those things. And right now you're seeing me with a fine liner bottle and some yellow acrylic paint working on my yellow power pose. And this yellow power pose came about actually in art therapy during my partial hospitalization program, and was a real turning point for me in my recovery, and has kind of become my signature pose, I guess, or icon or branding as a symbol of my depression and recovery. So this specific art exercise was around power poses and finding your power. And my whole idea here is that he is serving, or she is serving, as the sunshine and is the light, and that light is coming from me. I am the only one who can go through the process of treatment and recovery and do the work, and I am the only one who can pull myself up out of this, and I am my own power. So you see me here now actually writing "Take Back Your Power." I am the light source here. So I thought it was really important to include my yellow power pose, and as a symbol of this journey and recovery. And my original power pose art expression is actually framed and on the wall of my art studio as a reminder. I also have printed off a little picture that stays in my wallet. So anytime that I am just kind of feeling blue, this is a reminder that I've done it. I can pull myself back out of this. And now you see me writing some additional affirmations. I am enough. I am enough is the other big part, the big affirmation from therapy that has really stuck with me. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to accomplish all 100 tasks on my to-do list in one day. I don't have to do all of these things. I am enough today. Today I am bringing all that I have. It may be less than yesterday. It may be more than tomorrow, but that doesn't matter. What I am doing right now is enough. And so this is my affirmation that I always go back to. And in a future video, we'll talk about the importance of affirmations. But as far as thinking back of over my last year of recovery, I am enough was very important to put on this page as an expression of I'm continuing to affirm that affirmation. So in a second here, you're going to see me do some scribble journaling. I'm just kind of journaling about my journey, how far I've come, how I can't believe I've decided to share my story with the world. And you know, this is journaling, art journaling, so you can't read the handwriting. Like, even if I go back into my journal right now, you won't be able to see it. It is truly just some scribble journaling, but I am putting thoughts down on paper and just getting it out, and really just reflecting on where I've gone in the last year. And then to sum it up, I have added my red heart. As part of my power pose, I had a broken heart that was healed, put together with gold flecks in my original power pose drawing. So I wrap this up with my heart, and this is my story. It's about taking back your power, proving you're enough, and that you don't have to be in that bad place forever.
Well, that's it. That's my story. Thank you for letting me in to share one of the darkest moments of my life with you. I intend to make this into a series and hopefully grow this YouTube channel platform just to share hope and positivity and what it's like living with major depressive disorder and anxiety, and the things that I do to combat that every day. I'm still recovering, but I'm definitely in a much better place than I was a year ago, and I'm so thankful for that, and I just want to be able to share that message with others. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe if you want to see more. If you know anybody who is struggling with depression, feel free to share this video. And let me know what kind of content you want to see, or if you're someone who lives with someone or supports someone who's depressed, maybe you want to hear that side. If you want to know about different coping strategies, resources that are available to you, let me know down in the comments below. But otherwise, have a wonderful day, and I will see you all later.